Hello, welcome to this photography exhibition and this event. Um, I will talk about the exhibition that we're seeing right now. Basically, the idea was I was communicated with by Palestinian Histories and Elisa and Karen. They were looking for photos that can go by the theme of this event, which is histories, stories from Lebanon. And since I've been here in Vienna since 3 years now, I didn't find it that my content would really present what is the stories from Lebanon. So basically, I communicated with photographers and other people, mainly in the art scene, to under the request, under the general theme, what would you like to what's the story you would like to tell? What is the visual story you would like to tell in this event? It is not a traditional photography exhibition. It's one-day event. It goes by the collective stories that's going to be discussed by our guests. And it was a very tough process as we started this communication. Lebanon was already under the Israeli attacks, under the war. Uh, Lebanon was a bit shadowed in the beginning, or by then, by the bigger war between Iran and the US and Israel. Nonetheless, the first thoughts that I had were I would like to find more diverse content to represent what is a Lebanese story. But as you can see, most of the participants, they contributed something that has to do with the war, with the displacement, with resilience. My contribution was a collage which represents the evacuation orders, which are um, things we receive on our phones through WhatsApp or whatever, issued by the Israeli army, that just says that you have to leave this area instantly, and we don't know until when, and most probably, but most of the time it's maybe none. You cannot go back to this place more sometimes. So there are different types. One evacuation order can be targeting a building. Everyone in this building has to leave instantly in 5 minutes or 1 hour, and then that's it. The building, you can watch it going down. It could be an evacuation order to a hospital. It could be an evacuation order to a bridge. Uh, the bigger ones are evacuation orders for large areas, as to represent 12% of the Lebanese area, or 35% of the greater area of Beirut. Um, to start with, so we have a contribution from Dar Musawir, and this is a big, I have a big thank you for Dar Musawir for really trying to provide the networks to Dar Musawir is a photography space in Beirut that I was part of since 2009, since the inception. So we have some photos from Dar Musawir, diverse, extending from 2024 to 2026. The other set is by Zainab. She discusses the topic of the return to her village in the south, and through the story of her grandmother that she lost during the war. Maher al-Hussein is a journalist. He chose to go the second day after what we call the Black Wednesday, April 8th, in which in 10 minutes, 100 air raids were carried out all over Lebanon without any evacuation order this time. And more than 300 people were killed. And what he tried to portray is what are the small things that were in those houses, what are the small items. Mark Abu Jawdi, he went more into the archive of the. We lack some captions in some of the photos. This is an important point. The photos don't, or the text don't tell the complete stories, but we didn't have time basically. So he talks about the uprising of 2019, or what we call the revolution or whatever, an attempt made by the Lebanese civil society and to try to create a change in the system, which was brought down. Then I have a collection from Ahmad. Ahmad, really, he was like, I was asking him for the photos, and on the same time, I'm seeing a video of him being attacked with a convoy of the Red Cross through another network. And I was like, okay, maybe I will talk to him later. He was trapped in the south for 3-4 days. He's a photojournalist, so his topic is resilience, and this is what he chose to talk about. Marcel, a bit similar to Maher's subject, but it's more about the eternal presence of the items that we have that sometimes live longer than us. Plastic mainly and other stuff. Barsam Abu is an exception. She's not a photographer, she's a painter. She wanted to send original works, but the time was not enough. So basically we scanned and we printed. So those works are done by her, especially for this exhibition. Then there is the evacuation orders that I discussed. And the last collection in the corner, actually it was a very good surprise for me. Zahra, who we thank for providing the food today. She told the story about her grandmother, who is part of what we call the 7 villages in Lebanon, which were part of Palestine, and then they were added to Lebanon, and they had over, I don't know, until the 90s, they had a stateless status, and then her story spans a bit of the intersections between the Lebanese and the Palestinian shared history and destiny. The story was very touching. The grandmother went through the many displacements until now. She's in Germany, I think, and those are samples of what could be Lebanese stories. I think in a different timeline, in a different history, different date, we could have also more diverse content on different things that we could say from Lebanon, but for now, this is what we have, and those are the Lebanese story. Thank you.